Utah Valley Baseball begins its 2015 season this weekend in Southern California with 4 games at Cal State Northridge, 2 against the host Matadors and 2 against Gonzaga. The Wolverines are coming off of a 28-30 season in 2014, their first year as members of the Western Athletic Conference. Last season concluded with a trip to the WAC Tournament Championship game, but a loss to Sacramento State kept UVU from reaching its goal of getting to its first ever NCAA regional.
The fall was really good. I felt like our guys were motivated with the way the season ended last year. Having a chance to be in the championship game but not finding a way to get to a regional was disappointing to us. If you look at how our season went, aside from the tournament, we were just average, and we've got to become better than average. We want to be great, and I think that's, again, I can 100% see why we were picked in the middle of the conference.
Sometimes I think about those losses and think about how close we were. So I think it's just a motivator overall.
It's been really motivating. You know, we've got a lot of guys returning from last year. We really want to work hard. We've had our guys work 10 times harder than we did last year just to get back to that tournament, win that tournament, go to regional, and just make history.
The group of returning players includes Mark Kruger, who D1Baseball.com named its preseason WAC Player of the Year last week. Also among the cast of returning position players are Craig Brinkerhoff, who led the team with 21 doubles, and Cade Andrus, who peaked at the WAC tournament in Mesa and expects to have a big senior season.
I finished strong. I was able to figure out, a lot of things in baseball that I think will help me a lot this season. I struggled for, majority of the first part, but in that I learned a lot about myself and a lot about my swing, and kind of some reality about me as a baseball player that I've been able to grow from. So I feel like I'm extremely prepared for this season.
We have some guys that carried us a little bit down the stretch with Mark Kruger and Seth Rainier. Cade Andrus had a great fall, terrific fall, and has made a lot of changes. And Brinkerhoff back in the lineup again. We've got Grayson Bogdan. I just think there's a core group that have been pretty solid for us, and over the fall did things really well, and we saw some improvement in what they were doing.
On the mound, the Wolverines will have to replace starters Andrew Frater and Ryan Evans, but have Danny Bettis back, who was a second-team All-WAC selection as a sophomore.
The pitching side is definitely something that we feel like is going to be a little better strength for us. There's some unknowns, obviously, but we have some guys that have some experience in Chad Michaud, Kyle Valgardson out of the bullpen, Braden Poole out of the bullpen. Those guys have been good for us and can be in different roles. Then Danny Bettis, the returning starter for us. I mean, he's got a chance to really lead us and carry us. And then some other young guys that are just going to have to grow up and move along, and we expect great things out of them. It's just, how much they position themselves to get ready to go.
The league's coaches picked the Wolverines to finish 5th in the preseason poll, with defending champion Sac State the clear pick to defend its championship and regional bid.
Sac State, they're the defending conference champions and regional team. They were well-rounded. They were a good team. They're well-coached. All those teams are well-coached.
The conference tournament will again take place in Mesa, Arizona, at the spring training home of the Oakland A's, with the league's top 6 teams qualifying for a berth. But for now, head coach Eric Manson has placed a high expectation on his team's potential.
I like this group. I think they want to go at it with some desire to be champions, and so I think it's a good motivating factor for us to know the quality of teams and just try and get better.
We have a very high expectation from the coaching staff. They believe in us. They want a lot out of us, and that makes us work harder. We really want to go to that regional. So in the off season, we've worked really hard just to get to where we are right now.